Welcome back to Style Statements, Series 3 Christmas Special. I'm joined, of course, by my trusted style advisor, guest stylist and fabulous friend, Mr. Russell Blackburn.
Good evening, Jordine. Lovely to see you.
Thank you very much. You're looking very dapper with a little bow tie.
Dressed for the Christmas style of the show tonight, yep. And I see you've done the same, looking really glamorous.
This is actually a Blackburn Bridal, as you'll know.
I know.
And what's the name of my gown?
Paris.
Paris?
Yes.
And where's the influence, where's this come from?
Well, it's very Parisian, I thought. It's got quite a sexy, alluring look about it with that kind of sparkle through the black lace. Yeah, I gave it the name Paris because I felt it was, very Parisian looking.
And I agree with you. I also think that this is yet another, perhaps, occasional wear piece that ladies may, like to wear over the Christmas period, see in the new year as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's why I love it so much that you've embraced it, you loved it and thought, yes, I'll wear it on the show, and wearing it well.
I'm glad that you enjoy me just going through your rails in the boutique and picking things out.
Jordine, I love it. And you're like my muse. You look just fantastic in everything. So, yeah,
thank you so much for lending it to me.
You're welcome.
Tonight, we are joined by the wonderful Ellie, who is modelling a fabulous piece. I'm going to allow you to talk all about it. But before we get on to that, I really wanted to talk a little bit more about yourself as a designer.
Okay.
Over the course of the last few episodes, we've talked a lot about styling the brides and the women out there, which you're fantastic at doing. But aside from that, you're actually a bridal designer as well, which I'm not sure many of our viewers know or aware of.
Probably not. Unless you've been a bride of mine, then you may not be aware. But yeah, yes, I am.
So talk to me a little bit about where did the inspiration for choosing your own line come from?
Well, I mean, I've had the shop, as you know, for about 12 years now, and designing my own collection came about 4 or 5 years ago. And I was inspired really by all these fabulous brides that I meet and obviously dress, and listening to what brides love and want and the trends each season. And I thought, I can actually do this because I'm very artistic. I'm a great drawer, sketcher. I'm not actually technically trained, but I'm very creative. So I came up with my first collection, the first season, and and it just went from there. And I've been loving it ever since. So we're in our fourth year with the Blackburn Couture collection. And
tonight you're going to be presenting us it's quite breathtaking.
Oh, thank
what you have for us today. So
I'm very proud of this dress because it is, you're right, it is breathtaking. And I will say so myself because it's got that kind of Christmas, New Year, sparkle and magical feel about it. It's called Luna. And as you can see, it's like the modern belle of the ball. And as you can see, I've also gone for a very deep V, which is something I love to do with a lot of my gowns. It keeps it young and very fresh and modern. Then you've got the sparkle iridescent sequined fabric that the bodice is made from, which just catches the light. It's really charming. And then on the skirt, you've got the iridescent beaded fabric underneath this really soft billowing tulle overlay. So as you can see, you could actually wear the gown all sparkle if you wanted to. And I've had requests for it to be done that way as well. But to keep it really bridal and to take it away from that sort of more evening gown look, I've added the tulle.
I love what you've done with this, Russell. I really have. There's a lot of thought that's gone into it, I can tell. I'm typically myself personally not a big fan of big ball gowns. However, the fact that it is actually quite, it does cling to the figure hugging, up here. And also you've made it very modern with the low plunging neckline.
Thank you. And
obviously with the tulle over the top as well. And the fact that it definitely softens it.
I always like to say it romanticises it, if that's a word. I love it.
Of course you can. You love it, I love it. It's perfect. So the all-important question that I always ask you is, to enhance this, it is, as I keep saying, it is a beautiful gown. It doesn't need much enhancement.
Thank you.
But what would your statement be?
Well, I'm sure all the viewers are now watching this show thinking, we know what it is. And yes, you're absolutely right. It's the crown. This is really actually coming back for next season for bridal. It's been about, I'd say 7 or 8 years since I've seen some beautiful tiaras. They're coming back with a vengeance.
That sounds quite scary. But this is more, I would say it was perhaps verging more on a crown, because it's quite, you know, it's actually risen from, you know,
crown rather than tiara.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it's quite high on the head.
Dramatic.
Absolutely. And this, can you tell us about the name and the design?
Yeah, this is a design by Halo & Co. Now, Halo & Co have been in business for about 20 years, I believe. I've known the ladies that design these pieces for a long, long time. They're fantastic at their craftsmanship. This was actually all handmade. It's all made to adapt to each individual bride's head shape, so it's easily manipulated. All these are Swarovski crystals, and it is just absolutely divine. I love it. You could have your hair quite high and sitting behind in front of it, or you can do what we've done here and keep the hair quite smooth and sleek. But yeah, absolutely amazing statement piece. It's the first one of this new design that they've done, so we're the very first to actually feature it.
So it's actually, you know, it's been premiered, debuted on Style Statement,
and I'm very proud about that. So thank you, Stephanie and Nikki, the designers that actually have created this beautiful piece.
And thank you so much for joining in to another episode of Style Statement. We absolutely love hearing your comments, questions and feedback, so please make sure you get in touch using the email address located along the bottom of the screen, or alternatively in our comments box below. We look forward to seeing you next time on Style Statement.